Hi YouTube, this is Sarkon633. Today I'm bringing you up the Transformers Generations Combined Awards Voyager class Silverbolt. Now, we already had a classic sort of chug representation of Silverbolt in the past, but that was a version that wasn't made to combine, and it was just a standalone figure. Now, that figure looks really nice, but I prefer this one just because of the combining aspect and the fact it's a lot more G1/IDW comic accurate. Now, what's included in the box, obviously, is the main figure, Silverbolt, his giant rifle weapon, which could split into two parts, and a trading card, which is based on that Transformers Legends game or whatever, I forgot what it's called. Anyways, we'll take a quick look at the box. It's a very nice stylized box in this dark black and red coloring. On the back side it shows parts 3 out of 5 of Superion. Nothing on the side there, and it shows a full bio of Silverbolt and the way that it can combine, and unfortunately, because there's the final piece of Superion is out yet, they just show and promote Dragster for now. Now, looking at Silverbolt itself, just looking at it alone looks really nice overall. What you can do, obviously, is just display them back if you wished, but personally I prefer these out to give them a little bit more of a design outward. Articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint, which allows full movement, 360 movement, and can go up and down quite far, actually. Down, not so much, but up, it goes pretty far due to transformation. His shoulders are ratcheted, which doesn't really get in the way as long as you turn it properly. He's got a single elbow joint, which goes about 90 degrees. Can swivel up the arm there. His hands can kind of pivot, but due to transformation, but that's about it on there. No waist articulation, but his legs are on ratchets to allow full movement in and out. Can also go bend forward and back, but only about that far due to the back piece hit against it. His legs can swivel. And he's got a double knee joint due to transformation. So he's got a knee joint up there and a knee joint down there. So, and then his feet can pivot a bit, and he does have heels, which I now plug back in. So he's got a pretty wide range of articulation. Now, to show a quick comparison, first, well, to put on Swan Gun, what you can do actually is just disconnect this, plug this onto the back, and then you just make a hold on, which I'll do right now. Because you can actually put the big one on there, but it's way too big and it has a hard time holding in its hand at times. So I just like to display it like this if I'm displaying it as Silverbolt. To show a quick comparison, here he is next to the Ultra Class Silverbolt released back in like 2008 to 2009 in the Universe line. Now, as you can see, he's obviously, because being a Voyager, he's a lot shorter than the Ultra Class, but he's a lot more accurate in terms of both design and also in paint-wise, since this one's more of a grayish design and this one's more of a pull-on white. So, as you can see, there's a huge difference between the two styles. Now, the transform is actually quite simple. What you got to do is take off the weapons for now. Open up the chest compartment, and then collapse the head inside, like this. Then what you're going to do next is turn these around to get them out of the way. Just bend them outwards so you can have a little more space to move around. Turn the legs around. Collapse the heels into the feet. Open up these panels, and then push in the feet. What you're going to do next is peg these together inside, like this on both sides. Once you get them all put together, it'll snap into place. Like so. So now you almost got the full vehicle mode. What you're going to do next is bend these arms, and inside here are two holes where you're going to peg into on the wing piece there. So unfortunately in this mode the hands do not hide, which is a bit of a bummer, but that's mostly just due to the way they designed the combining limbs. Or combining components. So, okay. Let's just close this off. And then to finish off transformation, what you're going to do next is pull down the nose cone, and then pick up the fin. So there you have Silverbolt in his vehicle mode. Now, Silverbolt has a very nice vehicle mode. It's looks very G1 styled, and I really like how Silverbolt is overall in his jet mode. One thing that is kind of weird is I don't really know where the nose cone goes. Even in combining form, I don't really see a purpose to this nose cone bending, but there isn't much you can do there. It's got these nice Autobot logos, which are actually stickers, I think? It's kind of hard to see, but I think it might be tappy-graphed, actually. It's pretty cool, actually, how it looks like overall. And even at the bottom, even though it's got a lot of kibble, it's nothing much you can do in terms of transformation, but on top, it looks really nice, and I really enjoy the design of the vehicle mode itself. What you can do, obviously, is just connect these back together, and then plug this at the bottom, like so. It actually pegs on 2 holes there, so you're going to have to align them properly, or else it's just going to keep falling apart. But once you get that done, you'll have the giant rifle up on front. So that's really nice, and I really enjoy how it looks overall. Now, he does have landing gears, but unfortunately, you can't exactly plug... Well, you can actually if you did this, but first let's just take off the landing gear here. So he's got 1 landing gear here, and 2 are just molded on the back. Fortunately, none of the wheels move, so it just sticks in one place. And theoretically, you can plug in bolt like this. Problem is it gets in the way. But in reality, you could probably just only plug in 1 component, so it looks like this. So now you got just the smaller rifle there. It's not really something that makes a lot of sense personally. Since he's not in flight, he doesn't really need to get this plugged in since the landing gears are out. And just to make a quick comparison with the Ultra Class Silverbolt, as you can see, it's a lot easier to see the differences between the 2 designs. This one is more of a triangular, while this one's got a much more stylized with the wings and the cones and all that. Not cones, I mean the fins. So as you can see, there's a huge difference in the style back when this released during the 25th anniversary and this during around the 30th. So it's a huge difference between the 2 designs. Personally, I think Combiner Wars Voyager Silverbolt is a really nice design in terms of toy and design of the character itself. The wings are kind of awkward, actually, in some sense, just the way that they form. But since they actually get hidden behind his arms, it's not really that big of a deal. If you're into combiners or aerial bots or just playing Transformers in general, I definitely think it's a worthwhile pickup. I got this from Hasbro Toy Shop along with the other combiner limbs, since I have no idea where they were in my area, since I looked around and so far nothing. I have seen the Optimus, which I'm still skeptical of picking up since the design just looks kind of awkward to me. But between the 2, I think Silverbolt's definitely the must-have between the 2, and especially if you're getting into the combiners, it's a really nice design, and I cannot wait to get the full Superion. Anyways, please kindly subscribe, check out Hirotaku and the associated podcast on Rajio Nihon, WRW, Hero Talk, and Hero News, and I'll see you YouTube. Bye.